Good evening. So I'm here with my classic 1377. This is a pump-up pellet shooter from Crosman. I'm using some Superfields. These are 8.3 grain with a 4.51mm head. So I'm going to use 5 pumps. That'll give me about 1.95 foot-pounds energy at the muzzle. I've got 6 cans at 15 metres, 2 at 20. I'm going to try and knock down the 6 cans first. There's a freestanding. This thing is shooting way to the right, so I'm going to have to compensate. I think aim point will be about halfway up the can, but quite a bit to the left. Let's see how we do. So here goes. The light's starting to fade now, so we haven't got long before the sun goes down. So let's aim out here, I think. That way over the top. Again. I'm having to aim quite a bit to the left. Yeah, it's a long way to the left. That's an almost complete notch at the back to the left. So let's go with the next one. Halfway up the can, same aim point. Yeah. That's a long way out. In fact, not even aiming anywhere near the target. Click there. Might be a little bit. It might have been a little bit low, or maybe a little bit high. Yeah. If you get the aim point right, it's consistent. When you're getting older, it gets quite fiddly to put 177 pellets in. So I'm not doing too bad at the moment. I've only missed one. There's pellets in these. Yep. Yeah, 5 pumps is about right. Not too hard, not too slow. Yeah, okay, so that's not too bad. So that was that took me 7 shots to get those. What we'll do, shall I have a crack at these 20s? Well, I'm going to have to aim quite a bit to one side and probably near the top. And I think I could probably get them. I think this pistol's capable of doing it. 5. Right. So aim point is way off the can and probably near the top of the can. Way to the left. Here we go. Yep, just clipped it, so I got it. Right. Same again. Try the same aim point. Yes! Yes! Yeah, more positive that was, wasn't it? Way more positive. So, I was aiming way, way over to the left, and just near the top of the can for those 20 metre ones. But yeah, this rear sight, like I said, I've actually undo that screw and twisted the sight across, so I've got as much left-hand adjustment as I can, and even that's not enough. So if I had that straight, it would be shooting at least probably 2 or 3 inches to the right. I'm actually aiming a whole notch outside those cans to actually hit those cans at those 2 distances. So yeah, what I'm going to do is make a couple of new rear notches here. I'm going to make a peep and a groove, but I'm going to make a T sight, so I can raise it up and down, but also the notch and the hole will be right over to this side. Bit of trial and error, but once I make one just right, I shall make a couple, and that way when I look through the V sight with the foresight and also the peep sight, it should shoot dead straight. Yeah, but apart from that, it's a great pistol. Yeah, five pumps, 1.9 foot-pounds energy. Yeah, that's plenty for target shooting in tin can bashing out to 20 metres. That's 20 metres out. Yeah, it's affordable. It's got a decent barrel. Gave it a pull through. It was quite dirty from new, but they all are. You tend to have coatings on to protect the rifling. So always give your rifles or your pistols with rifle barrels a pull through or barrel clean first. Yeah, and then let them in with whatever pellet you use. I use Superfield regular, and they seem to be they're a long pellet and they fly well. 8.3 grain. So there you go. So that is the classic 1377. Been around a long time. These are made in China now. I'm not a great fan of Chinese stuff, to be fair. I love it if America made them in America out of American steel, but I don't think that's going to happen unless something nasty happens with China. But yeah, it's a nice pistol. It's what I said in my unboxing review. It's the grip is ideal for youngsters. The trigger now I've reduced it to £2 pull from 5.5. It's much more manageable. And like I said in my review, see where my finger is? So that means a youngster could shoot this. It's about £2 in weight. It's obviously a bit front heavy, but if you had a youngster shooting it like that, supporting it with her or his other wrist, obviously this will be under supervision. Yeah, that'd be no problem at all. And once they get used, when they get a bit more stronger, they'll be able to support it, like most adults do. But yeah, really nice. Obviously, pumping up can be, obviously I've got a hernia, does get me going a bit. I've decided to abandon the 10 pumps because this thing only produces 3 foot-pound energy with 10 pumps and nearly 2 with 5 pumps. So why would you want to go to all that effort of putting an extra 5 pumps in there for a mere 1 foot-pound? Unless it's going to give you 2 foot-pound or 2.5 foot-pound extra, it's not really worth it. But yeah, it seems accurate enough once you work out where to aim. But yeah, it's a nice pistol. Quite easy to adjust the trigger, like I said, just soften that internal spring just a little bit about a coil, and then just experiment with it. But don't compress it too far, because if the spring, when you fit the spring back in, if it flops around inside there, it's not going to have enough pressure to reset the actual sear, and you won't be able to cock it. The bolt won't lock. Okay, so yeah, I found £2 is the optimum for these sort of pistols. So yeah, I'll just show you around it. It is getting dark now, so we'll show you what I can. But yeah, these are cheap, affordable. Like I said, they've been around a long time. They do obviously a 2.2 version called the 1322, but unfortunately they don't seem to do them in the UK, and I really like one. In fact, I wanted one in the first place because I've got sausage fingers, because I'm getting old and I'm struggling to pick up these little pellets, where a 2.2 is a bit more manageable. Okay, so that's the outdoor shooting review, or the can shooting review, and this will be attached to the actual target shooting review. There you go. So hope you have a great weekend. Take care, and thanks for watching.